Welcome to the Stock Planner channel, where we share our ideas and improve our trading. We're primarily swing traders, where we take the tops and bottoms, try to find the tops and bottoms, and win. Today's topic is a beginner's topic. We want to look at how to learn to trade and become more profitable. Many of you that are watching other videos on YouTube and spending a lot of time, but are you really learning it by watching the videos? I think a key element is to learn it and then to do it. And once you do it, you'll understand it. And then when you understand it, you can explain it. And when you can explain it, you understand your system. And that's when you can win. When I went to Penn State, there were some students that memorized enough information to pass the test. I had a little harder time, so I had to study harder and work harder. And I didn't achieve the top grades. But I found out when I went to my first job that I actually knew it better than the ace #1 students coming out of college. I actually knew it, and that's because I learned it and understood it, and it could apply it. And that's what I think you need to do for trading as well. You just can't memorize or take some advice from a black box on YouTube on how to trade, or take some signals without understanding why, how. And once you understand the why and how, that is when you can become profitable. So I got to thinking, my YouTube channel has been going on for about 1 year. We have about 600 subscribers. We're growing every day. I'm not trying to make any money on YouTube, but I am trying to reach some audience and share some ideas. And I wondered, ever since I started the YouTube channel, my trading has gotten steadily better, more consistent. And I just wonder why. Why did my trading get better since I was sharing YouTube videos? Well, one of the reasons, I guess, is it slowed me down a little bit. I wasn't just trading. I had to take my mind off of it and make the videos. That might be helpful, the distraction. Anyway, I like making the YouTube videos, and it's helping me. But I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed my trading style. My stop losses, I modified it a little bit and added some strategies, but I kept to the same basic strategy I've been trading for the last 3 to 4 years. I guess I was looking at things I could do better with that basic strategy. Anyway, I understood the strategy and added on to it, but not really changed much. I've always been a swing trader from the last 4 or 5 years. Before that, I was an algorithmic trader. And I probably still am a little bit. But you can't program your way out of or to profit. You can't program your way to profit. And then I tried day trading and Forex, and I'm not that kind of trader. I don't want to sit in front of the computer all day. I would much rather make these videos. By the way, what I try to do is try to use some indicators, technical analysis, charts, to pick these tops and these bottoms and profit from that move. And once I have done that, this is a trend. So you try to capture the major meat of the trend. So you have to find stocks that swing, and you have to, once they swing, you have to swing for a while. Long-term swingers. It depends on your time frame, though. In my case, I'm a day trader. If this was a day chart, I try to capture those day swings. So this week, over the weekend, I took some time analyzing my overall risk management techniques. See if there's any way I can improve what I'm doing. Generally, the week before, because I have a downward bias and the stock market went up, I've lost about $1,000, which is not really nothing compared to the account. But still, I like to have winning weeks. And so I did it took the time that I wasn't actually adding more to my portfolio. I took some time to look at my risk management. And because I'm doing some YouTube, I wanted to reduce the number of tickers that I'm looking at actively. In other words, simplify my system a bit. And repeat that, simplify my system a little bit. And it's a winning system. 1 week of losses does not change a winning system. So I'm simplifying, again, my overall strategy. And if I simplify it, maybe I can communicate it better. Well, the answer is, why did I do this? Well, the answer is, I didn't want to trade because I was losing, so I took a little break, and then I wanted to look at my system to see if it's broken, What can I do about it? Do I need to change my bias from down to up? Well, I think we're at the all-time highs. There's a lot of things in our country going on. I haven't changed my bias. So I just want to make sure that I have a good risk management in place so that I don't, if my bias is wrong, I don't lose my shirt. I found out that I spend about 3 hours a day watching YouTube videos, and I came across a video, and I'll put the link in the description, about the Feynman technique of learning. Okay, but it kind of answered the questions of why my trading has gotten better. I didn't know this, but I guess I did. In the Feynman technique, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but who cares? You choose a concept that you want to learn about. Of course, mine is swing trading. And today's topic was risk management, but it doesn't matter, swing trading. And to learn it and discuss about swing trading, which is the topic of this channel, you have to live it. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to focus my channel on, actually doing trades and making some money, making your plans and tracking, making some improvements. And I'm not spending a whole lot of time on the introduction beginner stuff. There's lots of videos out there on RSI, the MACD strategy, risk reward. And so when I talk about those topics, I want to talk about mainly how to do it. So there's only one way, I think, about learning about trading, and that is to actually do it. You can watch those videos, you can learn techniques, you can learn strategies until you actually apply it and lose some money, even paper money. Oh, by the way, I paper traded for about a year before I got started. And even I felt bad about a paper trade loss. It's helpful. Most brokers provide paper trading accounts. Now the next step to the Feynman technique is to explain it to somebody else, not necessarily to a 12-year-old, but I can tell you the audience that I have for my YouTube is a lot of beginners, and there's a lot of people from other countries that need a clear, simple understanding, and they want to know how to do it. A lot of people want to know the quick and easy way to do it and make some money. There is no quick and easy way, by the way. You have to learn it yourself. It's just like I had to learn it at Penn State when I went to college. I had to learn it, and once I learned it, I could perform better than the people that memorized and didn't learn it. Now, this is not as easy as you think. When I first started making YouTube videos, it was very difficult because I was worried about the technical aspects of producing the video and then the topic. It didn't go over well. It's getting a little easier with time. My confidence is growing. My wife is an Apple fan, and I tried to tell her why I'm investing in Microsoft. And my wife is Chinese. She's a Chinese eye doctor. And so it was very difficult to explain to her. I had to put it on simple terms. And she understood and is continually understanding about investing and why I'm doing things. And I do tell her when I lose, she understands you have to risk something to win something. Explaining to anybody about option trading, RSI indicator, momentum, risk management, and I'm not just a young person, because you're watching YouTube videos, the young people are explaining that stuff to me. So, but to be able to explain a concept and to defend that concept through peer review, a very important learning experience. This is why my trading has gotten better since I produced my YouTube channel. Before, I was trading by myself. Now, my engagement with others has made me more confident and more knowledgeable. I'm going to tell you, I can't undermine the importance of this. You have to engage to become a better trader. Okay, you have a strategy. You think you can win in the stock market. You think you're better, maybe better than the next guy. You have a winning edge. Explain it in just a few sentences. Can you do it? If you can do it, you're on the road and pathway to big profits. Understanding your system and executing your system is all part of a trading plan. And if you can execute that trading plan, you can, with confidence, you can win. So here goes my explanation of my strategy. I'm a swing trader. I try to capture the tops and bottoms and capture the trend between those tops and bottoms. My strategy is to find undervalued and growing stocks, along with the fact that some insiders are buying. When I see those three things, that perks my interest. And when I capture these swings and pullbacks, I'm able to get some bargains. Swing trader. I guess that was 3 or 4 sentences. No, I hope that you can understand my strategy. Maybe I can do better. I want to add that my strategy is short-term strategy, and it only lasts from 2 to 3 months. So it's not a long-term trader. It's hard to do in 2 or 3 sentences to do your strategy, to explain your strategy. You have a strategy, you're able to explain it, you have some confidence in it, then you go ahead and back and reflect and look back on your and simplify it. That's what I'm doing now, trying to take the number of tickers I'm looking at, picking some best ones, doing some back testing, refining it, looking at my risk management, looking at portfolio sizing. In other words, how much do I want to invest in a particular equity? And I'm also looking at, and this is the biggest mistake I always make, is I get out too early. And so ways of staying in the trade a little longer. So everybody, especially if you're losing for a little, like I said, last week was not a winning week. And that was based on my downward bias when the stock market went up, crawled up. But in the case of trading, you should continually evaluate what you can do better and what you can prevent losses in the future. And that's what I'm doing. And that's going to make me a better trader and make me more profitable. Because if you can manage risk, it's not about the entry points or what equity you're trading, although I think it gives you a winning edge if you can pick the best stocks and you have a good strategy. But it's all about how you can prevent errors, which is essentially risk management. So that's what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. I think I understand the strategy. I think I can explain it. I might not be able to explain it to my Chinese wife that well, but I'm trying. And now's the time to dig further into my topic, which is I'm focusing this week and next week and the week after to come up with a really foolproof risk management strategy. Now, I always had a strategy, risk management, where when I win, winning strategy, 60% or better, 60% wins. But when I win more than I lose. And if I can do that, my strategy can only have to produce 50-50 or 40-50 if the win is big enough. So my risk management plan was always to win more than I lose when I execute a trade, and to keep my winners around 60% win rate. My win rate is 60%. Do you know your win rate? Do you know your profit and loss percentages? Those are important numbers. So what I have here is OmniBroker, and I have an algorithm that I programmed to give me signals based on my strategy. And what I can do is I can backtest. And I'm backtesting 1 year back. And it gives me my profits and max losses. My max loss is at 8%, and my profit target is 20. The percentage is 20 because I'm a short-term trader. If it gets 20% on a short term, that's really pretty much pegging the needle for me. But the point is, I want to stay in a trade for a long, long time. This is Microsoft, and according to my back test, it produced some singles, and it kept me in the trade for quite some time. I could set the profit targets smaller, like 5% profit, but that's my problem that I was looking at, getting out too early. And so I can analyze, and this is what I did. I'm analyzing my strategy, and this is investing $10,000 for the year, gave me $4,000 profit, which is about a 41% profit percentage, and the risk adjusted is a 46%. Sometimes I go for a little higher. 130 trades, 19 bars, so the trade lasts about 20 days, or 1 month, 22 trading days in a month. And there was 60% winners, so that means there's 40% losers. And the other thing I was looking at was I want to make sure my profit is bigger than my losers. And that this strategy, and for the last year, it kind of panned out. And then I tried to find some stocks that traded well with those indicators in my strategy, based on the constraints that I put on it. And these guys here are all winners except for this last one, but this is just entered this in the last few days, so it's too early to say anything. FDX is open short on the 27th right here. And we got so you really can't say nothing about that. So I took this information, and I even actually did more, because I went and actually looked at, because I do mostly options. These are actually buying the stocks and investing about a $1,000 to $1,200 each trade. These are actually buying the stocks. Gave me this $4,000 profit. I use options to get even more and invest less money. And so I did and analyzed this data based on the options I traded. So what I was doing was looking at my overall system, seeing if I can improve it based on my strategy, my back test results, and my option model that I have. Option model, because it's very difficult to back test options. So in order to improve and be a winning trader, not only do you have to have a strategy, you have to be able to have confidence and explain it. You have to be able to analyze it, and that's what I was doing this weekend, trying to improve my system. So the last step of the Fenneman technique is to organize and review. Put it all together. I think that's what I'm trying to do with this video, is the start of that organization and trying to find out a way to communicate with you and share it with you. And again, with that same premise, is that if I share it, I'll understand it better and become more confident and become more profitable. I guess it's a big circle. My YouTube videos and communication techniques are getting better over time, and I didn't have to resort to being sexy. So in conclusion, by learning about my strategy, doing it, communicating it, and refining it, I have become a better trader. That explains why, since I was doing my YouTube videos in the last year, my trading has gotten more consistent and better. Thank you. And that engagement with my peers and getting criticism, and I don't take, as long as somebody criticizes it from a point of view and doesn't say anything about my mother, I'm not having a problem with it. Peer review is good. So, to become profitable, you need to focus on a topic, learn about it, use YouTube or whatever other education, get a buy a course, but do it. You must do it. Then after you do it, you must analyze it and simplify it. And then try to engage with others to explain it. And if you can engage with others that are doing the same thing, maybe they can help you. So I guess I'm going to say, ask some questions, make some comments. By the way, comments do help the YouTube channel too. So I'm not trying to bait you on, but that engagement will help you. Well, I guess I'm trying to bait you on. Like and subscribe. But here's my call to action for you. Explain your strategy in 1 or 2 sentences, and I needed 4 when I did mine. 1 or 2 sentences in the comments below. Can you explain your strategy in 1 or 2 sentences? Try it. Not so easy. Again, thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for your engagement. Happy trading. Don't take yourself too seriously. Some of this is common sense, but I can tell you, if you learn it at an early stage, you can become profitable, and you don't need to have $1 million to retire. If you know how to do this consistently, swing trading consistently, you can produce a consistent income. It would be just the same as taking 5% off your $1 million savings account and spending it. So your goal should be try to earn 3 to 5% a month. Happy trading. Catch you on the flip.